Every day I wake up, wake your ass up.
The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building. He just won this week in the Madison Square Garden. He's 27-1, 2 draws. Ladies and gentlemen, from Brooklyn, New York, he has his Timbs on today.
You know it.
Jarrell, Big Baby Miller. Welcome, brother.
What's up?
Nice to see you, man.
Thanks for having me.
What the hell were you thinking? What the hell were
Say
you thinking?
congratulations
Well,
first.
congratulations. I'm sorry. Yes, congratulations.
Warm up yet? I ain't gonna call
Congratulations.
I'm watching the fight live. I'm literally watching. I'm watching the fight live.
Yes.
And as I'm watching, I'm like, man, I must be high. This edible kicking in because it looked like Big Baby head is moving. And then I'm like, crazy.
I was high too. I don't know what I was thinking, but I said, fuck it. Excuse my language. I got roll with it because, man, I always had hair. You know what I'm trying to say? It was breaking on really last night. And I blamed it on my mom too. I kind of felt bad about that. I said, you know what? I'm just going to roll with it. So anyway, I always had hair. But, you know, and they put enhancements, all that stuff in it. I'm like, I went to the Spanish spot. Cubans in Miami. Man, shh. Left it in there and went to training, washed my hair out. Half of my hair fell out. And I says, okay, I ain't ready to go bald yet. I can't pull a Charlamagne just yet. I said, you know what?
You got a nice head for a baldy though.
Pause.
Like you had that
Oh,
shit.
ain't gonna make me blush over here.
When,
You know
when I
what I mean?
first saw the piece come off, I was like, oh, damn, you could have just came like that.
You know what it was? I wasn't ready to do it just yet. And plus, I'm like, you know what? What if it do fall off in the ring? I'm like, man, that might be a good thing. I said, man, it could be 50-50. So I
At least
went
you
to my
won.
boy. I went to my boy. We had to win after. It's so funny. I was getting my ass whooped before that point. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like my trailer, he whooping your ass. I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah, you're not turning up. I said, to the Hairpiece. So yeah, we definitely got to win this. I can't go back to the block with my head looking like this. I'm gonna get my
lost.
and I got my butt whooped.
Yeah.
So did they glue it on? Like what?
Yeah, well, they didn't sew it to his scalp, Envy. Or when
I
it
don't
came
know.
off,
Yo,
they glued it on.
It was flapping.
Yo, my
yeah.
man said he put the tape, plus he hit me with the roller, like shh. Like he thought he was painting the wall. Like he put the glue and the tape on it. He said it's gonna be double reinforcement. I thought we was gonna be all right, but man, my boy Beezer was knocking me upside the head, boy.
So
Does that
what's-
get sanctioned by boxers? Is that legal?
What you mean?
Yo, so you want to do you gotta come, you gotta want to take it off? Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say what's under there
you
now.
gotta do it though, cause I you know I was just
got you.
Uh-oh.
Now don't give me no jabs and nothing. Hey!
You got the George Jefferson. So why can't you take off the...
You need.
Honestly, I was saving it for y'all, bro. I was
Big
even
baby.
going.
Big
do
baby.
Yes.
Big
I'm
baby.
let's go go back a little bit.
All right,
That's
I
not
do
going
get
back,
mine,
big baby.
though.
Big baby, I need you to grow up. Okay, this is
Come on,
ridiculous.
man.
This is ridiculous.
Listen.
Like, what are you doing?
It's so funny. It's so funny. I'm just real quick. My son woke up this morning. He says, "Daddy, can I see head?" I was like, "For what? It's ugly." He's like, "I like it." And he laid it on my head. I was like, "You know what? He's 5. He's 4 years old." So I was like, "You know what? I can't 3 more days and I'm probably."
So is that real hair?
That's my real
That
hair.
is real.
So that's real hair.
That's my
Yes.
real
You
hair.
didn't watch the fight. This was under the wig.
I did, but I didn't know if the whole thing was glued on or what it
No, I
was.
got real hair. Like I really have hair. So it was just at that moment in time, I was like, man, I don't want to go in there with a bald yet. So I slapped the piece on.
You got the perfect head for the bald,
Real?
yo. I'm co-signing it. You got it. Go ahead. Give you permission to
get the
bald it out.
I'm with the bald.
Please.
With
Do
the
you,
bald.
do you,
When-
do you
when-
fight
let me
your
ask you a
do you fight your barber now? Whoever glued that on, do you go
It's
give
so
him 5
funny.
minutes?
Like he's never given me a cut before. He usually gives my cousin a cut. So I'm gonna call my cousin. Yo, bro, I ain't ready to go bald yet. He's like, yo, my man got the piece. My man got the piece.
What's his name? I think he was in my comments. He left me a comment. He was like, I didn't do that.
Yo, my cousin, he can park in the car, so he gonna probably come up and tell you. But I was like, yo, for real? He get the units? He's like, yeah, it's good. I'm like, slap it over real quick. So I walked up and I was mad happy. Like, yo, slap it over. I was like, yo, this shit look kind of fire.
No, it didn't.
Just
How
ran
much
with
he
it.
charge you for that?
did.
How much he charge you for that, big baby?
Man, like 700 last minute.
Oh, no, you gotta
You
slap
gotta
that
get
nigga.
650 back.
Yeah.
Let him keep 50 for labor. Let me ask you a question though. When the hairpiece came off, did it hurt more than any punch you took that night?
It's so funny because I didn't realize it came off, but I felt a draft. Like I felt like I had like an indoor AC moment. I'm like, nah, I don't think it happened. But then I'm sitting down and my coach is giving me instructions, but he stuttered twice. And that's what gave him. He never stutter. He was like, he looked up like this, like his eyes said, I said, oh shit. I said, no, if this shit really would have came up, I'm gonna look at the Jumbotron, because the Jumbotron gonna have the replay.
Yeah.
So when I went like this,
Ridiculous.
and I said, oh shit, they got me. I said, well, we're gonna roll with it. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
And I got up, I toasted in the crowd. I said, it's time to get back to work. So that was
Did you
it.
feel more exposed when the hair left or when the camera zoomed in? Like when you saw it on the jumbo, you like, oh.
Yo, the minute I seen it on the Jumbotron, I was like, oh yeah, we fried. We cooked in this one. So might as well, we gotta win this fight now.
Does it bother you that people know you more for the hairpiece than the actual boxing?
You know what? It's a few years ago. You know, when I met Charlamagne a few years ago, man, they knew me for boxing. You know what I mean? Been out of the limelight a little bit, and was I'm always been a funny guy. You know, I'm always gonna make fun of myself. You know, DJ Self is like my god brother. You know what I mean? So
Self loves you to death.
You know, dealing with him, and you can't be. You know, you gotta know how to roll with the punches.
He was the first one.
Self had one too.
Self was the first
one.
He was DJ Self had one.
Yes, he was the first one.
Come on, man, I know.
He was the first one.
But see, but like being from, like I said, being from New York, even being from New Jersey, New York, we all grew up just cutting on each other. Of course. So if you can't take somebody cutting on you, that's what made me good in boxing. Like I could roast you and be crack a body to wrong. You know what I'm trying to say? So I've always been able to roast myself. That's why it's all for people to get at me in school. Plus I was always fighting too. So anyway, I beat up all my bullies after they bullied me. But that always made me tough skin, and God made me the way I am right now.
Yeah.
I thank God for that. You know what I mean? Because I can laugh it off. And plus, like I said, man, I can still take your girl with this hair.
Let me ask you a question. I know I want to ask him because he didn't answer. Is the hairpiece regulation approved by the boxing commission?
You know what? It's not regulated or approved per se, but I know you go pre-fight inspections, and they check you for your body parts, and make sure everything is good or whatever. And I was like, yo. I was thinking about, what if he canceled the fight because I got this piece on? I'm like, you ain't gonna know. And he touched it real quick, and he kept it moving. I was like, we good. Let's go. We gonna ride out.
But they check your hair.
What happened is they just check your scalp. Yeah. They squeeze your head, make sure you got no fractures in your jaw, nothing like that. And of course, they don't really want like long hair with things, whipping in the air and all that. So he just touched my scalp.
So should fighters start listing hair pieces with mouth guards and cups during inspections?
Man, I think it's definitely gonna be a thing now because I definitely brought light to it. So I hope I didn't hurt it for nobody else, but. Damn. And
I'm gonna be honest with you. You look in much better shape today than you did in the ring to me. And I knew you was 317, but I'm just like, you actually look fit. You didn't look fit Saturday night.
I feel like what happened. I gotta get like a bigger cup. Anytime I get like that kind of cup, it pushes my butt. But like I'm pretty solid, man. I'm not like a 317 sloppy guy, but I don't know, man. Maybe I had the cheeseburger and put some more muscle on.
Listen, the commentators was playing you throughout the whole fight because they kept saying, this is such a sloppy fight. And I'm like, what they really wanted to say was, this is a fat fight. You know what I mean? And then when the hair came off, they was like, he won by a hair, this and that. But you do look in much better shape now.
You know what it is? I'm going to tell you something, man. If you watch my last fight with Andy Ruiz, I won that fight and he gave me a draw in that fight in his hometown. And I'm a very fast guy on my feet. I throw a lot of punches, 70, 80 punches around. But the year and a half layoff is what really hurt me in this fight, and I'm fighting a guy that's my height, 280, ex-football player. Any of these damn Nigerians, they so damn strong. Like I said, I'm gonna be fine. I get him, bro. He was ready for me. Anybody know they fight Big Baby, they come prepared. So I had about 28, 29 days notice to really get ready for this fight. So I was not my 100 my best. So thank God I got the win. We back to work. He got a cauliflower wall. He punched me up in the air a couple times. My ass swole up. Got to get that stitched up. And so, like I said, the main thing was get the win. We got some notoriety. We back on the map. Get back in the gym, back to focus, back to the ground.
Do you feel like you missed your moment because you were supposed to be the guy who fought Anthony Joshua's first fight here in America?
Correct.
Andy Ruiz ended up winning that fight. You did beat Andy Ruiz. Do you feel like you missed your star-making moment?
I mean, you know what? I beat myself many times over the years because of that. You know what I mean? And it's so funny. One of my boys, God rest his soul, he was doing 18 years in a joint. And he said, bro, you didn't commit no crime. You didn't kill nobody. It's like you lost your... Go make it re-up again. You go back to the block and start over. Because what happened is, I beat myself because of social media and other people. But in life, I know that I'm in a better position than somebody else. So I got another day to make it, another day to make it happen. I got to pray to God, stay grounded, and stay focused. And yes, I did miss that opportunity, but I'm still alive. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, there's plenty of superstars and stars that had to be born and restart over 30. Mike went to jail on that situation he had years ago. Muhammad Ali had to go to Canada and stay away from his career for 2-3 years. And I'm trying to say, so I said, you know what, maybe this is my time to reset and figure things out. I went through a divorce after that. I lost my mansion in Jersey, got rid of a couple cars. Like, I went through the gutter. But I really figured out at that time, like, my publicist, like my big sister Alvina, she been with me from the beginning. So it's like a lot of people have been riding with me when I had nothing again. They around right now. So we gonna get to the top.
Because you had tested positive for the performance enhancer, right?
Man, it was let me tell you something, a $15 penis pill from the Arab store was in
shut the
there.
fuck
I swear to God, on everything I love, bro. Let me tell you something.
Big Baby be doing anything.
I be wilding out, but I be telling you. Yo.
That what it was before.
They
I took this. He got the notice shortly. He said I took
they can't hear you.
They can't hear you. They can't hear you.
Come on.
You got a gas station pill?
Yeah.
No,
So
hold on.
To the mic.
We need to.
Use the mic.
He's very humble, and I've been with him 16 years.
he told them prior to the fight, I got the confirmation. I did take this. I just want y'all to know I took this. It was like 0.point in his blood that Vada came after with that, which we understand. But he has not lied. He is not a liar. As you can say, he is very humble and kind. He's lovable. He was not a liar, and that is what happened. At least he didn't. At least he said it. I wouldn't have said it. That's embarrassing. But as you can see, this is Big Baby, and that's why he's an inspiration because of his transparency. Thank you.
What the hell did you need penis pills for? You was only in your 20s.
Nah, let me tell you.
You only 30.
You were trying to tear something up. You were trying to tear something up.
So let me say something, man. So we had a couple things in the town, and we was running wild. I said, yo, it's right before camp about to start. I said, let me go get one in real quick. Well, about 4 in really. But, when the A-Rad spot had the black ant, the black ant was pretty crazy back then. It's before the honey pack was really, picking up. Man, I popped to them.
That's the rhinoceros on the thing?
No, that's the Rhino 1000 you talking about. We're talking about the black ant.
Oh, the black ant. The black ant.
Black ant don't give you headaches. See, the rhino give you some headaches.
Okay,
the black ant, now that's going. You ready to rock and roll? You know what I'm trying to say? You got to stay hydrated with that. Yeah, I mean, what happened, bro? Listen, man, like I said, it's so funny because we sign contracts now with these drug testing companies where we can't bash them and stuff now. It's so funny they say that. But the thing is, no, why would you do that? Because they made a lot of mess ups before for other fighters in the past. And fighters are getting suing them now. You know what I mean? And the main person who started VADA, name was Victor Conti. And he was the biggest dope doctor in all the MLB health football players. So it's a lot of shady gray area with these drug testing companies, right? And let me tell you something. The level of what they find in my system was like 0.00001 of a nanogram. You know what a nanogram is? It's like a gram of a gram. Like it's just. I'm like, yo, bro, who the hell can test for this? How can I know it's even in my system? We go to a party in New York all the time. We go hang out. Somebody could touch your drink and you rub your nose. There's something in your system. So it's a lot of BS. And I lost a lot of money because of it.
You wasn't even supposed to be getting no cheeks before the fight.
He said before training camp. He said before training camp.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I go like a week before a fight, man. I need some booty, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Pause.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah. I need some.
So I want to go back. You got another question about this?
Some chocha.
How did you get into boxing? Being from Brooklyn, what got you into kickboxing?
Oh my goodness. I actually was a pair of titties to tell you the truth. It's so funny because I was in Canada for almost 2 years. And, just came back to Brooklyn. My mom said we in Queens. And I said, I lived in Queens. We had a bicycle in the back, fixed the bicycle. I'm like, I'm back home, man. I'm riding a bike. But I had this Canadian mentality, all about it. They really kind of laid back, nice guy now. I left my bike outside, went to get a beef patty and cocoa bread. My bike was gone. I was like, yo, not even home.
What part of Queens?
I was in Rosedale.
Oh, they would take yours.
Yeah, Rosedale took my bike quick. I'm like, damn, I ain't been home not even an hour when they took my bike. And the switches went off back in my head. I'm like, I gotta get gutter again. This is not it. Man, so funny, a few hours later, I went to the other side of town, which is Valley Stream, which is predominantly Caucasian.
Long Island.
Yeah, Long Island. You know what I mean? So I'm like, a bunch of kids outside, leave his bike outside. I got the GT with the pegs on it. I said, yeah, I'm about to take this. I jump on this bike. And I took off, going back to my side of the hood. So I'm riding the bike. It's a lady in a window. And she was hanging up a tarp. And her titties, it was like hanging on the window. And I stop. I look up, and I'm like, God, and she looked down at me. She told me to come in. I'm like, come inside. She's like, yeah. So I come inside. I'm like, I'm about to see what's up with this. And I'm only like 14 at the time. She said, hey, where do you live? I said, I live in Rosedale, across the town. She's like, hey, later on we're having a kickboxing event. You want to come back? I'll let you in. You check it out. I'm like, hi, no problem, cool. So I jumped back on a stolen bike. There's nobody.
Wait a minute now. Did she have her shirt off when you went upstairs?
She had like a tank top. And it was all perky and stuff. Name was actually Coach K. You know what I mean? She's, you know what I mean? But
still remember that.
Look at that. Smiling and all that shit. You know what I mean? Coach K, man, she kind of saved my life back then. You know what I mean? So rolled back to Rosedale, dropped the bike in front of the crib, ran upstairs to my mom. I'm like, Mom, I want to go see this kickboxing fight. She's like, what? I'm like, people about to go fight. I want to see. She's like, nah, I'm gonna stay in the house again. Like, Mom, please. She's like, okay, go. Just don't get in no trouble. Not knowing I just stole this damn bike. So jumped back on the bike, other side of town, now back to Valley Stream now. It was actually a gym. I didn't realize they had like a gate in the front, but she opened up the gate now, it's a whole gym. And I'm like, holy crap. It was empty before, but the whole gym is packed now. So the first fight I ever seen live was actually my boy Andy. He's NYPD now. He must have been like 65 pounds soaking wet Trinidadian kid, Cooley. And he was for another one of my boys named Omar. And he's still fighting now. He's from Egypt. He's about 110 pounds at the time. And the smaller guy, Andy, beats the brakes off Omar. And I'm like, yo, if he can do this, I know I can do this. And I begged my mom for like 2 years to sign me up. Now, you couldn't pay for like after 3 months, but the seafood, which is like master in Thailand, said, yo, listen, man, this kid can fight. I'm going to leave him in the gym. And I never left since that, man. I stayed every day after school, cleaned up. I bought video games for other kids. Me in the gym playing video games after school, and that was like my haven, man.
How'd you get to boxing?
So I always knew I was going to box, right? I was a troublemaker. From 6 years old, I was going to box. I didn't know how I was going to box. You know, I think Mike Tyson was fighting. What's his name? Riddick.
Razor
Riddick. Yeah. And I remember Mike was knocking him out or whatever. And the next morning,
Riddick Bowden. No, they never fought.
No, not Riddick Bowden.
Riddick.
And Mike beat him up, whatever. And I'm like, yo, everybody's watching the fight the next morning. Everybody will party Saturday night, record on VHS, and watch it on Sunday morning. So I wake up, I'm like, everybody watch this fight again. I'm like, Mike beats him up. Everybody, whatever. So I'm like, always that attention that Mike had to the TV screen. I wanted that. And I'm like, I'm gonna box one day. I didn't know how I was gonna box, but that's how it's gonna happen. So kickboxing became first in my life, and I became #1 in the country for that. Fought in K1, fought in World, of course, World, Croatia, Japan, Germany. You know, beat the Lithuanian champ. But I was a troublemaker too. I don't like people disrespecting me. I don't mind taking orders, but you're not gonna talk me no kind of way. And one of my good friends to this day, named is Terrence, Lil T. He was like, "Yo, mop the floor." I'm like, "I'm not mopping jack shit." And me and him ended up scrapping a little bit.
Mop the floor with you, nigga.
Yeah, he was like envy size back then, man. It was easy work. Damn. You know what I mean? But anyway, long story short, I get suspended because in the gym, he's the high seniority. So I was supposed to listen to him. And he kicked me out for like 2 weeks on suspension, but not 2 weeks, I went to Gleason's. So every day I would take the train from Queens all the way to Brooklyn just to train to learn boxing. And that was what happened. That's how I made my transition to boxing. I'm like, my hands got so much better. I went back and forth for many years, man, trying to make bread.
Was Blip there then?
Huh?
Was Blip at Gleason's?
Blimp was still there. Blimp, Harry Kite was my original trainer, boxing coach.
That's what Zab was in there heavy too.
Zab was in there too. I told Zab called me yesterday. Zab was like, yo, what the hell did you do to your head? I said, I'm joining the club, bro.
Were you bodyguard security at one time?
No, that's Animal.
Oh, no, I know Animal, but I seen you around. So I was like, I wonder if he was during that time.
No, I was always around that time, but I was never security per se. But if anybody ever mess with self, I'm gonna be there regardless.
You know what, Big Baby? You. I have a theory, right? The nicest, happiest people, the most fun-loving people are the ones that'll really hurt you.
Yeah.
It's the guys that act all tough and angry, like, yeah, I ain't even worried about you. But it's the fun-loving guys that can really hurt you.
That's right.
You know why? Because we've seen so much already. You know, like I've seen my boys executed at gunpoint. You know, I've seen dead bodies before. You know what I mean? And that's why I try to change my life, because I've seen what happened to my cousins. I've seen an uncle get 18 years. I've seen my other homeboy got 2 years. My brother got deported to Jamaica for attempted murder. So, you know, my diverse and background in the Caribbean is big. You know, my mother's Belizean. My father's Haitian Dominican. My great-grandmother is Jamaican. My father that did raise me is Jamaican. So being around that, you know, Caribbean, we hothead. And I've seen what 1 second can change your whole entire life. And I tried my best to, like, you know what? If I blow up, I try to bring it back down. I'm like, you know what? Because that 1 second can change your whole life. And, you know, boxing, like I said, boxing is my outlet. And that's what I'm trying to do now, is help the kids, you know, I got a foundation the last couple of years now to help kids, just bring them out. Just bring them out of the inner city. Just bring out the camp for a weekend, you know. So that's my goal, is to buy 5-10 acres in Florida, South Florida. You know, we got donations ready to go for that. And just build a whole training facility, man. Bring the kids out there. Even the pros come out and train with the kids, man, because that's what motivates me. You know, I train the cops and kids in Brooklyn here in Flatbush. And every day I come, I see little kids that was like me, bad as hell, but they talk so much smack. I'm like, I want to beat this little kid up, but it motivates me, because I'm like, it's not hate, it's love. They're like, big baby, you out of shape, man. What's up, we sparring? I'm like, no, I don't want to spar. You little kid 14 might beat my ass in front of everybody. You know what I mean? So it's just the motivation, love about being my kids, the energy. And I got 3 kids of my own, and I love it, man. I love it.
I know things got real dark for you after you tested positive for the dick pill, right?
Yeah.
How did you
say it like that? Damn,
I mean, he said
it was.
That was supposed to be a big deal. Him and Anthony Joshua.
Man.
How did you mentally and emotionally come out of that situation? Because I heard you say you lost your house and other things. How did you mentally and emotionally get out that space?
Oh, man. Really, man, this God, man. I would really say, man, I mean, I've always believed in God, but my deeper faith really just like, you know what? It's so funny, because I went back to the streets for a little while. You know, I was selling weed and stuff, and I remember my cousin sent me a couple of them things, man, and I was driving through the city with him in the car. This is before the weed got legal. This is back in like 2020. So, you know, you getting caught with a couple pounds on you, man, you're going to do some time for that. But, you know, I was driving back through the city, you know, no suspended license, tag on the Benz was expired, I had temp tag on the Benz and all that. And I'm like, I drive the same route every day. But for some reason, this day when I got this shit in my car, it's going to be spot check. And I say, yo, God, you got to be kidding me. And I said, if they pull me over just because of my temp tags alone, I'm gonna get pulled over. They're gonna check me. You know what I mean? And I say, you know what, God? I'm like, you know what? You get me through this, I'm gonna start over from scratch and just build me from the ground up. And sure enough, I rolled the windows down. I put the Bob Marley on. I had a polo shirt on. I put my polo to the neck. I put the Bob Marley on. I said, if we gonna go up, we go out in style. And I pulled up, and the captain had a white shirt. Looked in the car. He says, and let me go through the spot check. And I told myself, I said, I'm done. I called my cousin and said, I'll take all this crap, man. So I'm done with this stuff, man. And I was ever since I started from the ground up, man. Just training, doing privates. Did a couple training sessions. Sold a couple of my toys. And this was just, man, just lay low, man. Sold the crib, lived off of that bread for a little bit, and just kind of rebuild myself, man.
I want to put things in perspective for people. That was 2019. Jared Miller was supposed to fight Anthony Joshua. I think they say your purse was between 6.5 and 10 million you were supposed to get, because Anthony Joshua was a huge boxing star, never fought in America.
Yeah, I was gonna smash him. Yeah, my purse was 8.5 for that. Then I had a guaranteed rematch at 17.5.
Oh my God!
You know what I mean? So
you ain't getting none of it.
I ain't getting none of that. You know what I mean? I was gonna smoke him, bro. I was training my ass. I was training all my life for that. But like I said, Andy Ruiz is a good friend of mine. Andy capitalized off of that. He was in a tough spot too at the time. And he made it for his family. He's the first Mexican-American heavyweight champ ever. My dad said something to me. He's very spiritual. Haitians, very spiritual. Sprinkle some shit on your ass. But my dad just said, he was like, you know what, son? You don't know what his family did for him to get there. You don't know what his ancestors did for him to get to that point in life. So it's not your time. It's not your time. But you gotta stay. You gotta stay on the grind. And ever since then, man, 6 years later, I've been pushing, working, figuring things out, dealing with management. Even before this fight, there's a lot going on before this fight, man. It was so much going on. Not with so much of the promotional company, but my old promoter, Slita, what's his name? Dimitri Slita. He's a con artist, bro. Just always trying to find ways to put himself in between fighters and get their money, because fighting is easy. It's very easy. Fighting's not hard, We win. You go to the next level, you build a name for yourself, you go to the next level. It's always people in between that's trying to rob the fighters, whether it be promoters or managers. And he's not the kind of person that he knows that I'm moving away from him been moving away from him, but he's been constantly taking money from under the table, and I find out about it. So I sue you one time, but with lawsuits, they kind of halt your career. So I already sat down for a year already. I'm like, listen, let's make a deal. We made a deal. Then I found out he's doing it again. That's what made me listen to Floyd over my own promotional company. When you have your own promotional company, there's certain records and contracts you got to see now. When you're just a fighter, you're an independent contractor. Like, you're Showtime, I'm the fighter, here's a promoter. The promoter only going to tell me it's $1 million on the table, but the network just gave him $10 million. So he got $9 million in the pocket. But now I'm on a promotional level now. I got to see all that paperwork now. You know what I'm trying to say? And when I did that, he couldn't hide things from me. And even to this moment, a week before this fight, I got a contract with Miller. We don't got no contract. The contract been over. I got to go file bankruptcy on this behind last minute, man. That shit been locked me up. Another 200K, 600K here. You know what I mean? But it's hard, man. It's hard. Boxing is a tough game. Like I said, music and hip-hop artists, yes, sometimes y'all don't get y'all rights, but people can still know your face because you came out with a hit, right? Boxing, man, that money done, bro. Now you punch drunk, you messed up, you damaged, you can't do nothing. You can't work a regular job, probably got CTE or something. You know what I mean? You can't, you're a warrior. It's hard for you to even be civilized regular people. Like, you be sitting in the club, even when Self was there, Self was like, yo, why are you so angry sometimes? Sitting here, I'm like, bro, I'm just aggravated with dumb shit. I'm gonna go home because you always in fight mode. It's like your mind always in fight mode. So you gotta know to constantly be aware of your inner emotions. Like, you know what? I had enough of this. These guys are drinking and smoking. Time for me to walk out. But some guys don't know how to do that, and they always get into nonsense.
Gotcha. Who roasted you worse after this last fight? Boxing fans or barbers?
I don't think it's so funny. My original barbers is in Rosedale too, and they called me and they said, "Yo, what?" They just laughed about. I said, "Bro, they didn't really roast me that bad." But I'm thinking regular fans though. I think every Ha Davis got me. Tony Barker got me. Valentine from what's her name got me. I think and 50 Cent post something up. I mean, everybody's roasting me online.
You should pull up to all of them and act like you gonna fight them. Just scare the ish out of them.
Oh yeah, the only one I probably watch out for 50. Cause 50 got hands, but
50 got hands.
I know 100. I still beat a 50 though. I love
Why
50.
you can't be mad at nobody because your hairpiece wasn't glued on tight? How you mad at everybody because your hairpiece wasn't glued on tight?
Yo, I think 50 didn't make a new character for power for me. Maybe like a big crackhead or something with the piece. It's called like a hidden hitman. Like, I'm the special hitman that 50 called, like, just pop up. I don't know, 50 Cent gonna be so big a couple years. Like,
What about Harry Black? I like that name. You know, with Black in the hood, when they put Black next to your name, it's hard. Harry Black.
Harry Black.
Harry Black.
Yo, the nigga who did your hair, he took the video down. He didn't want nobody to know he did.
And so I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something.
know that?
He get roasted. He get death threats from other people. I was like, listen, it's so funny. My cousins is roasting him, but it's so funny, right? Because I told him, I said, yo, bro, do not post me up on your Instagram, because he didn't post up that he put the unit on. He didn't post. He gave me a cut, and the cut came out dope. But I told him, I said, bro, don't post the video of it, because in the back of my mind, I felt like it was gonna come off, right? But I'm like, I'm trying to save him. I'm like, don't. Of course, and the next morning before the fight, he posted it up with me. I told my cousin, I'm like, I told him don't post the video. And then soon enough, we get a fight, and they say Koofy off, and people tagging him on it. He take it off.
My
I'm like,
man
it's too
straight
late now.
deleted that.
Yo, straight deleted.
I'm trying to find dude. I can't find him. I'm trying to see
you
if
ain't
that
gonna
was the
find that
real
video.
barber. But everybody was wondering though, why you getting all dolled up and spiffy for a fight anyway?
I mean, boxing. I'm gonna tell you something about boxers, man. Most of us, I feel like for me, it's like you never know what's gonna happen. You could die in this motherfucker. You know what I'm trying to say? So for us, it's like my mentality is I'm going to war. So I want to look good. And I want to smell good, look good. And I don't feel right. You know what I mean? So you always get a haircut. You're going to be on TV. You know what I mean? You put on a show with entertainment in the day. But this is one job you can actually die in, for real.
That's real.
So when I go in there, we always want to look good and feel good. You know what I mean? It's an aura thing. You know what I mean? So the whole thing was, I went in looking good. Came out looking fucked
that's
up.
the crazy thing. If you would have died and your wig came off.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Oh,
That's the last
shit.
memory.
Yeah, because now we don't know whether to bury you with a headpiece on. How do you want to be buried?
Slap the wig back on, bro. Slap it back on. Slap it back on.
Do you think this moment humanized you or turned you into a Halloween costume?
What do you mean by humanize me, per se?
Like just humanized you.
Relatable, man.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, I'm a boxer. I can't remember them big ass words, bro. So I'm like, I mean, but I'm not playing. I'm playing. I know. But nah, most definitely, I think for sure, because if people that knew me from before always thought I was always a bully. Because that's how I got my name in boxing. I'm a bully. There's no one that never ever talked smack to me in boxing. Right. Never. Like I was the most avoided guy back then before AJ actually took the leap to fight me. You know what I mean? So now it's kind of like, yo, Big B, I always thought you was a bully, but you mad cool, you mad chill. I'm like, you know what? I'm a little older now, so it's like, you know what? We gotta just be who we are, man. Have fun. That kind of mentality was good at that moment, but networks now are so scared of some of that because they don't know how fighters react. You know, even with the fight that happened with the team in the MSG the night before. I don't want to say the team name because that's my people.
Devin Haney and all of them.
Yeah, I mean, he can say
He
that.
said, I don't want to say the name.
What you mean?
That's why people running down on him, man. You can't say
What
that.
you mean?
I'm trying to say you don't want a group of boxers chasing after you.
Charlamagne got a white guy now. He got a white guy.
He got a white guy now?
The white guy with a pistol. So don't worry
Oh,
about
he
that.
Everybody saw
Thank
that
God.
the Johnson Haney team
I'm
fight.
tired of seeing Charlamagne get chased in this.
Charlamagne got a white guy now.
I love it.
Everybody saw it. Like it was
It's
Tiger
true,
Johnson,
it's
the team Haney.
It's true. But because it's so funny because a lot of times they have fights in New York and it's like scraps in the audience or whatever. It's never New Yorkers. Like I be telling the commission, and he's mad cool. Shout out to Matt for the NYSCAC, the North Carolina Commission, that a lot of fights that happen outside in the arena don't be New York fighters, and they're messing up for New York athletes. It's like some reason when people come to New York, they all want to show off and yo, I'm about it. I'm like, bro, New York dudes, we not talking. We just vibing and enjoying the fights. You know what I mean? Because we know we home. And the boxing community in New York is so small. We all know each other. Like if I see you and I don't like you, we spawn Monday, I bet. We might, you know, we gonna throw some blows, but at the end of the day, we shake hands, keep moving because we know that, you know, we all home, man.
Sure.
So
I'm not gonna lie, I'm rooting for you, man. I'm gonna tell you this is true.
Yeah.
When you came out, I'm in the group chat. I'm like, Big Baby about to get smoked tonight. That's literally what I said to the group chat. Right? Me and they talking about it. I said, Big Baby about to get smoked tonight. Then I'm watching the fight. I'm like, yo, he not even throwing his hands. Like he not, you know, you be moving around. You ain't doing nothing. I'm like, what's up with him? And then when the hairpiece started flapping, I was just like, this is just beyond embarrassing. But then I was like, he got to win now. Now I'm like, okay, now you got to go out there and win, because you can't lose and have your hairpiece looking like that. But what I liked, what turned the tide for me was when you just took it off, did the little dance. I'm like, all right, I'm back. I'm rolling with Big Baby.
I appreciate you,
I
bro.
told you.
I appreciate you, bro. I
Really
appreciate
quickly,
you.
man.
you guys
He
don't know he
did
only
the
had
damn
3
thing.
weeks to prepare for this fight. He was a last minute ad. 3 weeks is not a very long time at all.
And this guy been active, man. He fought 3 times last year. He beat another former opponents. Right. You know, so it was like I said before, it was a lot in and out of camp. You know what I'm trying to say? And it was finally like, you know what, just give me a fight, just give me a card. And they say, yo, we guys got for you. And I'm like, motherfucker, like my height, big as shit too. I'm like, fuck it, I'll take it, let's go. I'm a warrior. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's hard sometimes you switch on. And the first 3-4 rounds, the switch wasn't there. So I think God, I pray to God. I said, God, whatever you do not let me fall tonight. I said, please, God, I need this one back because I've been took over last year, all these lawsuits, and the toupee, I believe, was my blessing. Because the minute I took that toupee went off, it was like, I'm coming out. Whoa, I want the world to know. It was like, yo, I swear to God. I mean, the minute that shit came off, I'm like, it's time to beat his mom. I'm like, get this nigga ass now. Pause. You know what I mean? Like, so
Well,
I went
it's true. It was
yeah,
it was like Sarah J. Roberts. You never seen Sarah J. Roberts took her wig off?
Yeah, man.
So what's next for Big Baby?
Oh man, we got a bunch of stuff on the table right now, man. The main thing right now is me, my team, Alvina, my management, Everett. Everett actually manages Boots Ennis as well too. I think he's actually works with Diggs too, the football player. So they have a couple big things on the table. We just got to kind of map it out, so we go strategically from there. But a title shot definitely by the summertime we're looking at right now. Actually, the guy that did caught the wig eventually was Worley's a ball guy in the audience. He was supposed to fight back in July in England. That fight got canceled, and he actually became the champ now because Usyk stepped down and gave his title back. So he's talking about coming to America. So I'd be maybe a title shot with him in America. But I'd like to get one more tune up, get the rust off, get the get the oils grease in the joints a little bit.
A
So
nigga caught your wig?
I thought it was a girl.
Yeah, I thought it
I
was
thought it was.
too.
I think. Well, maybe they're passing it around, man.
You
The girl had it, and
passed
then he gave it to. He took a picture with it.
need
But
a
it was fun. It was fun. Though.
you need
It was
a
fun.
better showing in your next fight. Though.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
100%.
you didn't look good Saturday.
Yeah.
But he won.
100%.
Yeah, you won. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
As they said, you won by a hair.
Yeah, it's hey, listen. The hair performance kind of like they made the performance dull down, the boxing performance. People don't even talk about the body, talk about the hair.
It's
So
talking about the hair.
Yeah,
I mean,
talk
because
about
the
hair.
whole world can resonate with man. Bitches' wigs fall off all the
all
time.
the time.
You know what I mean? So we
But I'm in the
resonate
girl,
with
my
that.
bathroom, my girl be in the bathroom. I look at her like, this is who I got with. I'm like, God damn. But I'm like, you know what?
And I bet when you
together
came
now.
home,
But it gives you a chance.
you came home.
Hey, you know what? You know what I mean? My girl got mad at him. I'm lying,
she
but
beautiful.
she
All the
had
way
she
down.
had her looks. It's so funny because my girl has a hair company. You know what I'm trying to say? Halo
Dope.
hair. You know what I'm trying to say? So she has a hair
You got a
company.
halo on right now.
No, I definitely got a halo. So like I said, shout out to my girl T Halo Hair.
Yes.
Shout out to my whole team, Big Baby Be Care Foundation. Check it out, man. We're gonna open up the GoFundMe. We want to get these 5-10 acres for the kids, man, and get a good full training facility out there in South Florida, man. So tune in, hit my Instagram or Big Baby Miller, TikTok Big Baby Miller.
Love
and
your
everything.
personality.
It's a blessing in
guys,
this.
man.
That's the
Love you
beauty.
guys.
People
Love
gonna
you
get to know his personality. His
Oh,
next fight,
man.
they got to get to know his hand.
That's right.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Big Baby
Thanks,
Miller,
man.
thank you for joining us so
Nah,
much,
thank you
man.
guys. Appreciate you guys, man.
It's the
Big
Breakfast
time.
Club. Good morning.
Hold up. Every day I wake up. Wake your ass up. The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?